Here it is, the registration for the Pebble Creek Campground. Still has the kiosk here and all the clips to hang everything up on. Shelf, place to put the envelopes. The deposit down here. This would be great if they could open this up and have it be like this again. You have to come in, fill out your form, fill out your own. Well, howdy folks. Dusty here. You are stumbled upon another distracted fisherman adventure. Today, a little bit sobering. I'm in Yellowstone at one of my favorite little places, Pebble Creek Campground. But if you look at it on the internet, it'll look great. But that's before the storm hit about 2 years ago plus. That storm came through and took out half of this campground. And I could do some rock handling around here, but also going to show what happened to the campground. The camera is hanging on a fence that was put around 2 spruce trees to protect them. And I guess it did a pretty good job because they're still here. I'm not sure this is what they meant. So let's take a look around, see what's going on. What went on? What happened to the campground? Alright folks, this is where I had the camera hanging. These 2 little spruces here, maybe 3. Been protected by this fence, I'm sure, to keep the critters from eating them. It seems to be right inside the campground. And I imagine this aspen was protected, 2 of them, to keep the beaver from cutting them down. And I guess that fence did a pretty good job of protecting them too. But as you look around, you can see rocks and stones and the creek that we all love, and all the cool rocks in it going by. And now part of the creek, I don't know if you can see it, but it's way over on the other side. It only used to be a field. And the whole field is covered with rocks, which I'll take a look through. Beautiful mountains on the other side, a little hazy from the fires out here. And up this way, and behind me used to be a whole big loop of campsites. And right here is the pump where you got your water. So let's go check that. Looks like we're somewhere near Site 24, which is now on the ground. Surprised that even stayed here. And this is the pump. Would have been a lever on the outside. They took that off. And you pump the water, and you could either get a drink or fill up your jug full of water. And down here was a road. I made a whole loop around here with campsites. So one side of it or the other side of it, and you were in the campground, and it was a paved road, which is gone. Or well, maybe not gone, maybe it's under here. And as you can see, at the end of this loop, I guess I'll walk up further here. Right over here was one of those vault toilets. And the road came right around here and to the other side of me. And you had the creek, which is half of it is still here, and the other half is on the other side of those stones. And it's gotten redirected. All these stones came pouring out of this little canyon up here. And beyond this is all tent sites. I remember hanging out with some Australians up here. We had a good time. And A lot of people had good memories camping right there along the creek, right at the end of this canyon. Gone. I don't know if they'll ever open this part again, because that must have been quite the force that brought all these stones down through here. I mean, there used to be a lot of stones here, but there must be maybe 10 times as much as there used to be. Easy. All came from up above. Darn. Well, here's a little piece of petrified wood. We used to just found in what used to be the campground. Kind of cool. Fly on my arm. You always seem to know when you're doing something. Do that here. We'll go over here and see what the rest of the campground looks like. I wonder if they're ever going to open this again. Sure hope so. This here also used to be sites. If you went around that loop and then you came back out, there were sites off to the left. They've all been washed out. This is kind of panning around. That was where the walk-in tent sites were up above there. And we finally got to where there's still a site, sorta. A little tore up. There's a picnic table. There's the bear box. And as you can see, rock has come shooting down right through here, raining through here. The campground host used to stay down there on the other side of those trees. And you can still see the road here. Looks like this is site 16. Looks like site 15 is pretty good shape. This one here, I remember staying in this one. Site 14. Looks like this side, the inner side of this loop, has held up pretty good. And then there's just this one on the other side that's a little tore up. Let's walk up here. See what it looks like. It looks pretty much normal on this side, which would be on to your left as you would come in the campground. That seems to have been protected by the mountain above here. And besides a little maintenance, could be brought back to life. Sure hope they do. Nice. Met a lot of nice people here. Had a lot of good times. One of my favorite little places. As you walk uphill, and the loop loops around, looks like they got some kind of tent up here for somebody. Not sure what that's about. This is side 11. That's all still here. The campground would be about half as big at the moment if they reopened it. It's still nice, still nice. I think we were camped right where they got that tent. Not too many years ago. There was bison right down here, big bull bison, scratching himself on these picnic tables. Cool place, and you can see moose wandering through here. Deer, elk, hear wolves howling. Wonderful place. I sure hope it makes it back. Side over here. Not sure which number this one is. It's in pretty good shape. There's a few rocks cleaned out of here, but well, site 9. Site 9, we had a really nice friend of ours right here. Yeah, this one could be brought back either. There's a fire ring still here, picnic table still here, sign's still up. What we do is clean out some rocks. Heck, I volunteered to help out with that. This toilet is still here in good shape. And the sights around the circle here all look good. Pretty place. Like I said, sure was a sweet place to stay. Even wildflowers all through here. Field of daisies. Sweet. Such a neat place. I'm dreaming of camping here again. Side on the right here. Not sure what number this one is. If something happened to the sign. That's just a fiberglass post with a clip on it. Easily replaced. And as we walk down here, pretty sweet. As you can see, a heck of a view from this site. A little hazy right now from the smoke from the western fires, but pretty dang nice. Looks like Site 7's in great shape. Everything's still here. Looks good. Got this field on the other side. I don't know if they could do something with that. Instead of having the campground over in harm's way. There's that vault toilet up top there, and this is the sites on the lower side of this loop. Looks like pretty good shape, except for whack a few weeds down. I imagine I'm not the only one that has really good memories of staying here. This used to be one of those places you could roll in, pick a site, and then fill out your envelope, put some money in, put it in the slot, hang your tags up on these posts. Site 5. This one up here is Site 6. Yeah, so all these sites along here, pretty good shape. I was at a forest campground a couple days ago, and there was only 6 sites there, so this is way more than that. This starts out at 1, goes to 15 maybe. Maybe 15 sites that are still usable. I guess the water pump would still work. I don't know if they just had that one over there. It's still there, and the pipe's still got to go down into the aquifer. And it seems like these aspens and evergreens also had a fence around them, which helped protect them from many things. Well, this is the other side of the road from that loop that I just walked down, and don't seem like it'd be seriously hard to put the other sites back over here. Of course, a lot more restrictions and regulations these days than there were when they put this in. But, certainly has possibility. Here's Site 1. Where it forks off. It goes around the loop, so that's still here. And there's another pump over here. So, yeah, you don't even need that one that's out there. I've got this one on this side. So we still have a water source. Oh, looks promising. A lot better shape than I would have thought, considering what happened to it. Road coming in is still here. So yeah, it seems like they'll be able to run this place as a smaller campground. With a little work, Get it up to 20 sites anyway. Even the little kiosk where you fill out your stuff is still here. Here it is. Registration for the Pebble Creek Campground. Still has the kiosk here and even all the clips to hang everything up on. Shelf, place to put the envelopes. And, the fee deposit. Yeah, man, this would be great if they could open this up and have it be like this again. You'd have to come in, fill out your form, fill out your envelope, put your money in. Looks like they took the top off, but I'm guessing they did that. The park itself. Still a pretty place. Pretty. Campground host site is still here. Of course, it's got a lot of stuff in it right now because this is where they piled all the pieces that came washing down out of the campground. They piled them here, so maybe they are considering bringing it back to life. Still got the dumpsters. Well, I certainly would want to get on the list of somebody to help bring this back and be the campground host. That would be awesome to bring this back. This is such a gem of the park and such a part of the history and the heritage of this national park. These little places, boy, you just can't let them go. Such an important thing to families and all kinds of people that come camping, couples, retired folks. This place has been beautiful. Nothing fancy, you know. You have to pump your water. You have to carry everything out with you, except for, they do have recycling in the dumpster. But, sweet, and it was reasonably priced. We need this back. We really do. It's a sad, sad deal for to just sit here this quiet. They should be happy campers and vacationers coming back from their day of seeing the wolves, seeing the bears, seeing the bison, all the critters that the park provides and all the cool scenery. And coming back for a meal and a campfire and to get some rest. You just can't let these things go. This is sweet. It can be brought back without too much effort. And as you can see, the vault toilet at the entrance is still there and could still be used. Now I would venture to guess that this side to the right, creek side, I'm guessing this will never open again because of the legalities of people were camping there when all this happened. It's been an ugly deal. Just think of the force that brought all those rocks right through here on this side. But obviously, you can see that the other side was out of harm's way. And boy, I sure hope and wish and pray and everything else that they bring this back. It's still a sweet spot. Still a sweet spot. The road used to go right out here. It went to the right to that other loop. You can see they've already put some rocks here to block it off. Well, maybe they're thinking about it. I sure hope they are. I'd love to be the campground host here and put my back to it and get to work on some of this stuff. Even just cleaning out some of these sites, like that one right there, they could use to get the rocks out of it, and a couple of them up higher. Build some new golden memories of Yellowstone here at Pebble Creek. Well, folks, here's a little tour of what's left of Pebble Creek. The amazing Pebble Creek Campground. Still has 15 usable sites. 2 vault toilets, water pump, host site, kiosks, everything's here. Sure hope they bring it back. It'd be a shame. I guess it's easy to let these things go and just have more and more people camp outside the park, but boy, the memories, the essence of coming to Yellowstone and staying at these places means so much to some of us. I sure hope they do. Man, like I said, I'll be a campground host. I'm retired. Get my back. I can still work. Get to work. At least keeping it cleaned up and bringing it back to life as much as possible. Like I said, there's probably a lot more regulations and hoops to jump through to even just to put another 5 sites on the other side of that road. I knew they could also do that down at Slough. Lost a lot of sites to flooding down there over the years. And it's a real shame to see these things just going by the wayside. Bring them back. It's essence of what Yellowstone is all about. Well, that's Dusty's opinion. If you have an opinion about this, put it in the comments. And I'll pass it on. See if we can't have some influence on getting this back up. So I imagine a lot of people have come to this campground and have their own memories here over many, many, many years. Just an awesome place. Well, folks, thanks for coming along. I sure appreciate it. And you folks have a great day. Thank you so much. And I was curious what happened to it. So maybe there's some other people too. So I hope I helped you out with that. Maybe a little bit of hope for the future. Bring it back and build some more memories. Oh man, I was really hoping to bring my son over here, but he's coming to see the park, and I'll be able to bring him over and walk around, but it won't mean anything to him. He's never been here before, and we could have built a memory here. Oh well. You folks have a great day, and here's hope for the future. Here it is, the registration for the Pebble Creek Campground. Still has the kiosk here and even all the clips to hang everything up on.